Hello, you're watching The Perspective. I'm Florence Armain. Joining us today is a very special guest, His Excellency, the Ambassador of India, Mr. Gurjit Singh, right here today to talk to us about the Festival of India and also to focus on the International Day of Yoga that is coming up this coming Sunday. Welcome to the studio,
Thank
Ambassador.
you, Florence.
Thank you so much for joining us. Now, I know it has been exciting. It has been very busy, super packed. 5 months, the last 5 months, since January 21st, I understand, that when you launched the Sahabat India or Festival of India 2015. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, thank you. It has been a journey of rediscovery for India and Indonesia. As Sahabat India tried to refocus our two people, particularly the young people, at each other. And I think we use cultural diplomacy, what is called soft power, to refocus the interests that people generally have in India into wider diversified fields. And I think, yes, it has indeed been a very happy journey because we did about 38 events. And we went
the total in the last few
total
months.
38 events, and we went to about 16 different cities. So it has been indeed a rigorous and a very happy journey.
And all the logistics and all the late night, burning the midnight oil, working over this. It must be also exciting and working with the Indonesian counterpart as well.
Indeed, because we have got a very good team at the embassy and the cultural center who contributed in many ways. And we also got a lot of support from the Ministry of Culture and Tourism in India.
That's good.
And they put in a lot of money and funding to support us. We also got support from the Ministries of Indonesia, Culture, Tourism, Foreign Affairs, and from the city and the provincial governments in many places. So we had a good support. Another area we got very good support was from the universities, who were one of our primary partners in our endeavor.
And I understand you specifically are aiming for the young people as the main audience or the target audience of this festival. And I also understand you've been traveling a lot around the cities, meeting these students in the universities. Can you tell us more about that?
See, I always believe that India and Indonesia are linked not only by our history, but by our future. And the future belongs to the young people. Indonesia has about 100 million plus young people. And India has about 700 million plus young people. And if we can bring these people to think about each other, I think we have got a greater emphasis on democracy, development, and a pluralistic society, which both of us believe in. So therefore, when we went out to the universities and the malls and the mosques and the temples and the viharas, the idea was to reach out to a different generation and a different kind of people who we generally meet only in Jakarta. So it was a determined effort to A, go out of Jakarta into the provinces of Indonesia, and B, certainly look at places where common people, particularly students, gather. And there we have indeed been very fortunate to get huge responses.
We'll go back to that point of interest where you said youth gather and convene. But can you just explain to us in a nutshell what transpires during this past 5 months? What are the events besides, of course, cultural exchanges between the two countries here?
We started on the National Day of India, 26th January, which is called Republic Day. Yes. And that was significant because on the first Republic Day of India, the chief guest was President Sukarno. So it was very special, and Madam Megawati graced the occasion.
Of course.
And we had a classical music performance by the Grammy Award winner, Vishwa Mohan Bhatt. But after that, we deliberately kept classical underplayed. We tried to go more popular, more folk, so that people could understand and relate to. As it is, you know, in Indonesia, Bollywood is extremely loved. So we wanted to ride the Bollywood wave, but show that there is much more than Bollywood over here. And if it not only kuch kuch hota hai, which means something happens, but bahut kuch
beyond
hota hai,
that,
many things happen. So we had a lot of folk dances, and when we had folk dances, we worked with the zonal cultural centers in India and tried to bring folk dances from about 5 or 6 different parts of India. So we could show them them differently.
So also to introduce them, is not just the Hindi
Yes,
that
correct,
the public
correct.
has seen on TV, but there's so much more beyond that.
So from Gujarat we had the Garba,
Yeah.
from Punjab we had the Bhangra, from Central India we had the Phoolon ki Holi, from South India we had the Karkatam dance, and the last one which was here was a very special ensemble from the All India Radio. We listened to by more than 1 billion people, and they play all the Indian instruments, and they were a raging hit yesterday in Panguwan University in Bogor, at the Jakarta Trade Fair, and they were in Bali and Medan, and I was with them in the UNM University in Makassar. There were 1,000 young people there dancing and singing and responding to all this kind of different instruments. So I think we managed to show a different level of Indian culture, which was folk and popular. Besides this, we also brought in a Bollywood singer,
Oh.
Shibani Kashyap, who performed to a totally packed house in Jakarta, and we also brought in Raghu Dikshit, who's one of the up and coming, popular folk mix, but more fusion.
Right.
And he performed for us, and also he participated in Java Jazz.
Yes, that's how I recognize his name. That's how he also participates while he's here, because it's during the same.
Yes,
during
we
the
try
same
to
time.
combine. So we
Right,
try to
right.
find partners.
Yeah.
For instance, like the Jakarta Trade Fair, the Java Jazz, and many other events like that. Whenever, like Bali Arts Festival.
Correct.
So wherever we found an event, we said, okay, we come to participate, and then we do something side by side. So that way, we built a larger number of partnerships.
Okay, all right.